By shutting down my Twitter, they're interfering in our political process. A company is making its business to define our politics. And as a politician, I don't like that. This is an attack on the democratic structure of the country. This is not an attack on Rahul Gandhi. This is not, simply shutting Rahul Gandhi down. I have 19, 20 million followers. You're denying them the right to an opinion. That's what you're doing. So this is not only patently unfair, they're breaching the idea that Twitter is a neutral platform. And for the investors, this is a very dangerous thing, because taking sides in the political contest has repercussions for Twitter. Our democracy is under attack. We're not allowed to speak in parliament. The media is controlled. And I thought there was a ray of light where we could put what we thought on Twitter. But obviously that's not the case. It's obvious now that Twitter is actually not a neutral, objective platform. It is a biased platform, and it's something that listens to what the government of the day says. As Indians, we have to ask the question, are we going to allow companies, just because they are beholden to the government of India, to define our politics for us? Is that what this is going to come to? Or are we going to define our politics on our own? Right? That's the real question here.
The only place where Rahul Gandhi was active was Twitter. Unfortunately, Twitter has even shown him the door from there. The issue before us is whether it was right on Rahul Gandhi's part to publicly disclose the identity of a victim of sexual exploitation. Not only the rules of Twitter, but most importantly, the law of the land frowns upon such indecent, illegal, as well as inhuman activity. And Rahul Gandhi cannot now seek umbrage behind the argument of freedom of expression after having committed such a heinous act. Well, Twitter has its policies. When the government of India was trying to reform the regulations of Twitter and such other social media intermediaries, the very same Congress party was crying hoarse and was saying that the government of India is trying to prevent freedom of expression, while all that the government of India was trying to do was to empower the users of the platforms. I request Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party to now make use of the rules and regulations which have now come into public domain thanks to the painstaking efforts of Shri Narendra Modi's government, which has empowered all users to kindly make use of those social media intermediary rules and raise complaints at the appropriate level and get his account restored. राहुल गांधी का राजनीति जमीन पे नहीं था. राहुल गांधी का राजनीति सिर्फ ट्विटर को सीमित हुआ था. आज ट्विटर ने भी राहुल गांधी को बाहर रख चुका है. ट्विटर पे राहुल गांधी जी एक महिला के परिवार, जो महिला सेक्सुअली एक्सप्लॉइटेड हुए थे, उनका आइडेंटिटी लीक किया और राजनीति करने के लिए फॉर हिज पेटी पॉलिटिक्स राहुल गांधी जी ने ऐसे एक महिला की परिवार का प्राइवेसी और रिस्पेक्ट को तोड़ दिया. यह सिर्फ ट्विटर का पॉलिसी का वायलेशन नहीं है, मैं उधर नहीं जानता हूं, पर यह देश की कानून का उल्लंघन है. इट इज आउटरेजिंग द मॉडेस्टी ऑफ अ वुमन. वही बालिक. और ये इलीगल ही नहीं है, ये सिर्फ इलीगल नहीं है, इंडिसेंट भी है और इनह्यूमन भी है। पर राहुल गांधी जी के पास अभी एक समाधान है। वो समाधान यह है कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी के सरकार के द्वारा अभी ट्विटर जैसे सभी सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स को रेगुलेट करने के लिए सोशल मीडिया इंटरमीडियरीज रेगुलेशंस रूल्स हम जारी किए हैं। जिस रूल्स को हम जारी करने के समय पे वही कांग्रेस पार्टी और राहुल गांधी उसके खिलाफ बोल रहे थे, पर ये सब रेगुलेशंस आम यूजर जो है इन सभी प्लेटफॉर्म्स का, वो प्लेटफॉर्म्स का यूजर्स को एम्पावर करते हैं ग्रीवियंस एड्रेसन करने के लिए। मैं राहुल गांधी से आग्रह करता हूं, यही रूल्स को इस्तेमाल करते हुए आप ट्विटर पर आपका अकाउंट को रिस्टोर करने के लिए आप प्रयास कीजिए। बस, धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।